Polar bear time, my friend. If you look at the enemy comp and think Volibear, you are either very low elo, or you're just a Volibear one trick that doesn't care that he's playing against miserable lanes. How do you not get broken mentally and emotionally? Expectations, my friend. It's all about expectations. It is all about expectations. Like, I go into the game and like I will try my best, and like I'm obviously gonna like try my best to talk about the game and like what's going on. And I should play Presence of Mind if I play this setup. That's my bad. Fuck. I'm trying a Spear Shot setup here. I normally play Conqueror and then Domination, but I'm trying a Spear Shot setup because obviously he's had fantastic success in Korea. And as a player, I've been someone that always mimics what the one tricks do because they obviously know something better than I do because they have way more games than me. Not always, but I think because the thing is one has to accept the reality that even though someone else is using a different rune setup, if you have a different strategy in how you're approaching the champion altogether, that's going to affect the general like idea behind the runes as well, right? So for example, I'm not playing like I always play TP Pantheon, so maybe this rune setup isn't that good because you need Ignite to really capitalize on the Scorch, right? So even though Scorch is good, without Ignite, it doesn't really have that much value. Does that make sense? Like same when I played Conqueror Volibear back in 2020. A lot of you probably remember Worlds 2020 where I played Volibear. My style of Volibear, the build I used on Volibear was very different from everyone else. I had a very different strategy when I laned with Volibear. They literally just walked in and just looped around and killed him. Like, he was in the jungle this entire time. This is the second time we got cheesed in our own jungle. And I don't really feel like it's my fault, because I'm holding my spot. Like, I don't think I should be holding this spot. But yeah, just something to think about. Spearson likes to send it level 1 with Ignite. Yeah, I like to send it without Ignite. I think you're strong enough and you don't need Ignite. I think Ignite level 1 is like pretty weak summoner spell. It's like 70 damage. It's not that impressive.
Is the only thing that ever embraced
me. I was trying to get in the bush there, but I pressed S too early. Oopsie. Either way, not too shabby.
no mercy for the strong.
Very nice. Took a bit too much creep aggro there, but he's still gonna have to recall. Like there, like I guess if I had Ignite, I could Q flash him, but at the same time, if he knows that I can Q flash him, then he should just flash preemptively, and I would use Ignite and I'd get his flash, which is not bad. You know, just. I think a lot of people were dying. Like when I watched like some of the VODs of Spear Shot, I think a lot of people were dying to him Q flashing because they didn't know, like what Pantheon was really capable of. I find. Kha'Zix is coming, but I have Karthus in my back, so I feel pretty confident the bait here. Kha'Zix is no flash, so yeah, I'm down. Find him. Find him and kill him. He has no flash, so I'm coming in here to just flash on his head and make him miserable. Hello, motherflopper! Oh, my Karthus wasn't coming this way. Oh, there he is. Right there. Okay, he just wants to go red. I'll just base then. Grab my double longsword. Pretty happy with the kill here. Wave's bouncing to me anyway, so no worries. People forget about the execute? Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna go Boots Longsword instead of going straight double long here, actually. Because Merc Tread's rush into the cannon is gonna be real nice. It's gonna give me a lot more breathing room in the matchup. You could go like a serrated Dirk Rush if you want to, really, but I think that's pretty, like, aggressive. I'm gonna cancel my auto here and then E. I actually think I don't want to get that auto in there. I wanted the fatty Q, you know? I didn't want the fatty E, I wanted the fatty Q, if you feel me. I wanted the extra damage, because now he's a little bit lower, and I think that's just generally better. Like, I find that the Empowered E is, like, generally pretty disappointing in the early game, but I don't know, maybe I'm clueless. I think the only reason he's doing this is Kha'Zix is in his back pocket. I mean, I find that him auto-attacking creeps like this, if he's 1v1, is pretty silly. But yeah, I recognize that Kha'Zix could be here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and ward. Take it nice and slow. Like, when I'm playing with Karthus, I generally try to take the game a lot slower and just, like, scale with him. Last game, it didn't really pay off because I underestimated how weak our bot lane was going to be. So I definitely regret not playing more aggressive with my lead, but what can you do about it? So he based, so he just kind of bluffed and got those creeps for free. Kha'Zix wasn't here, most likely. If he was here, they would just push out the wave together, I assume. Yeah, he wasn't here. But that's not a risk I want to take, because he did have a red buff. So he had a red buff, so it logically makes sense that he died here, right, had red, 3 camps. I assume he did just these 3 up into a red buff invade against Karthus, or something similar. Doesn't really make sense for me to assume that he's not going to be topside, right? He's going to want to grab his topside camps and then go back into his respawning bottom side instead of, you know, well, running to his respawning bottom side immediately. That would be a bit silly. So that's why, in case you're wondering, I didn't take the risk, and I don't regret not taking the risk there. I don't have to use E here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make him feel it. I should have walked with him there and aimed for the Q throw there, but I kind of backed up there because I was hoping my auto would kill him, and I kind of let up, if you will, on the pressure there. That's my bad. I definitely could have. I could have potentially hit him with the skill. He has Nimbus though, so it's not easy, but still, I could have. Either way, I got a bit lucky there with the dodge on the Q. I was melee range, so I don't think that was really on me dodging it, more so than him getting hit by it. Either way, since the lane's going so well, I might just grab Serrated Dirk here instead of Mercs. But you see, if you have Mercs, you see the idea of Mercs, right, in this matchup. You kind of just dog the guy down, jump on his head, give him health. Unironically, I'm going to go Mercs, and I'm going to try Gore Drinker Shojin. I know that Eclipse is really good on this champion. Do not misunderstand me. I just want to try Gore Drinker Shojin. Again, I'm trying Bruiser itemization. It's not about, like, whether it's optimal or not. Please, man. I really don't like that the Zed was walking up and looking for something, you know? If he, like... I guess I should have pinged more that I was coming. I was hoping that he would just, like, play, like, really far back. And then, like, let my ults just surprise the... Actually, oh my god. I've seen enough. I see why this guy is not... like, I see why there was some issues in the bait angle. Okay, well, Kha'Zix is going to be here, I think. That doesn't mean I won't give him a little love tap, you know? You know, just because Kha'Zix is here, don't mean I'm scared, you know? I'll still fight a little bit with my Qs, especially. Meh, best I can do. Or not. Boom! Close. I'm kind of shitting on him 2v1. That's the best I could do, I think. Maybe there's a sequence there where I could play it better. And for the people that are like, if you had Ignite. You know, like, how do I know that this... Like, I never played this matchup, so I actually don't know that, like, how good this matchup is. I also think this guy's pretty bad at Kennen, all things considered, so he's making it a lot easier, let's put it that way, than I think it should be. But maybe I'm just bad. Maybe I should always play Ignite. I don't know. I haven't played Pantheon in a long time. I know I used to play him a bunch, so... Some people, may think that, like, I should know, but I never really played this matchup, I'll be honest with you. Oh, I'm missing some CS here, because I'm just trying to set up that Q so I get all the backline there. Is that to try to do Prime Faker? I think hitting a Q on a guy with no flash or mobility spell is not exactly how I would describe Prime Faker, personally. You know? Could just be me, though. Blade Runner King on Pantheon? I've never built it. People might be shocked. Like, I don't even think the item's that good on him. I just don't care. I don't build it. I think he has way better options. Like, for me, Black Cleaver and Edge of Night are such good options on Pantheon by, like, way of how he plays that, like, I don't even consider, yeah, I literally don't even consider, any other legendary items for the most part. I think both of those items are, like, godly strong on him because of the way. Like, for example, this game, like, someone ults me when I land, right? Edge of Night stops that. Suddenly, it's really hard to stop me when I land on my ultimate. Black Cleaver gives me everything I need in terms of damage, and a bunch of cooldown reduction. So I'm a big fan. I think cooldown reduction is huge on this champion, and if you're not going cooldown reduction, I think there are better items. I'm going to try this W max stuff. I usually max E, but I'm going to try W max with Shojin, see how that feels. He's going to stun me here, but it's going to be a very short duration. I'm just going to use my E for maximum damage there. You see, like, you don't need long swords to deal a lot of damage, and you might argue, oh yeah, if you had like Dirk, you'd be like murdering him, and that's absolutely true. But I can't like know that he's also not going to buy any armor in this matchup. To be fair, like I think it's pretty normal for him to go Seekers. I think. I don't know though. Maybe I'm crazy. Someone must be here. There's no way it's 1v1. Yeah, thought so. No flash on that guy. I think Arthur should beat this guy as well. It should be a double. Oh, Akshan is coming. Never mind. He doesn't have the time to pick the 1v1. That kind of sucks. Maybe I should have gone to Kha'Zix there and like not flashed in and just like kept kiting. Maybe that was better. Yeah, if Karthus ult here, if we can do a little bit more damage to Akshan, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. Nice. Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, nice. Kha'Zix didn't play to kill him, and then I was coping. I have TP here. Also have ult. I have ult here. I don't want to give this guy Herald for sure, yeah. I think if I ult mid and hit him on the head, maybe I could kill him, but I think the risk is not worth it compared to defending the Herald here, which I think is pretty reliable. Maybe I should have placed it right there. I think it's pretty close. That's all Karthus there. I'm just going to beat this guy up here. I have Triumph proc again. I'm gonna yank that kill though. I think I deserved it. But yeah, you see how a lot of health is also not too shabby. Helps you really like fight a lot in long fights with Pantheon. You get a bunch of Qs out, does a lot of damage. Again, I do think Eclipse was better this game. Don't misunderstand me, guys. I'm just trying Bruiser Pantheon, and you know, I don't play Pantheon very often, so I'd rather play a suboptimal build right now, and get that Core Drinker game in than you know, never, because well, I just want to get a feel for how Gore Drinker Pantheon does. Because in my opinion, I think Gore Drinker Pantheon is safer to play. Because you can grab all these health crystals in the early game. And I think that's a big deal for a competitive game. So, for a solo queue game, it might not be a big deal. Grabbing like 12 longswords and just only building longswords. But in a competitive game, when you play a bruiser champion that is rushing the clips, for example, and like you're supposed to be the guy that jumps into the fight first, that's not very good. And Pantheon, the way I see him is like either I'd use him as a counter pick, or I'd use him as a champion that would replace Renekton in Nidalee type drafts, right? I'm gonna TP on him because he eat into the wave, and I think with the movement speed I can catch up here and give him some hell. And then I can translate that into some playthings. Thank you very much. But yeah, so there's two ways, right? It's either I counter pick and I have a good matchup, in which case I can build wherever I want, right? Because I'm scrapping on my lane opponent. Or I would use him in the spot where I'd blind him instead of Renekton. So they ban Renekton, for example, right? And then I'm looking for a bruiser champion to blind, right? The current meta is like Jax, Cassante blind, you know, like Rumble blind. That's like what people are blinding. So suddenly, like, I'm like, oh, Pantheon actually sounds totally fine into those matchups if you ask me, right? So I want to be able to play Pantheon as a blind pick and know that I can go Gore Drinker if I am playing against a matchup that's like, for example, Mordekaiser, right? Like I get counterpicked by like Mordekaiser, or I get counterpicked by like whatever may not be a free lane for Pantheon. Because if I know both of these things, so I know that I can play Pantheon as a bruiser blind that can go Gore Drinker, so I'm resilient against the counter picks. Suddenly he gains like a crap ton of value for me in the draft scenarios that my team would want to run him in. Close. I think I hesitated there. Oh, nice. I'm not going to take that kill. What? I don't have Q, so it makes this a little bit more awkward. If I had Q up right now, I'd definitely beat him. Damn, if I had Q up, I could kill him, but I had to play to live because I channeled my Q and then I, like, wasted the cooldown a bit. Akshan could be being annoying, so... is it worth my ultimate to kill this guy? I hesitated. It's no longer an angle, I think. But I think I definitely could have. Probably should have. Whatever. Time to go bot. Black Cleaver's next, or Shojin. We'll see. I think Shojin's totally fine this game. They have no real armor. It's like Shojin into whatever. It's going to be the build, so we'll see. Save it to Bully Cannon? Hell no. It's time to go game, guys. It's time to participate in League of Legends. Well, my bot lane's smashing, so I don't need to. Nice job. But still, I don't really care if Cannon gets this one wave and plate. It doesn't change the fact that I crap all over him anyway. And really, like, he should even be scared of getting ulted on this wave. But the reality of the situation is like, right now, if I can actually spread my lead and make other champions feel it, like right there, Kha'Zix felt it because he used a timer, got nothing. If I can make their bot lane feel it, their mid lane feel it, that's going to be really, really good for the game. Like right now, I'm heavily considering ulting mid here if he hits mid, but he already wave cleared, so I don't need to. Hello there. How are you doing, friend? You miss me? I missed you. Oh, I run fast too. I have a lot of tenacity, don't I? Must be frustrating. I missed there. Oh well. I did not die here and then it's fine. I got a bit cocky there trying to get that kill. Not the end of the world though. Nice, got his recall. Not too shabby. Kha'Zix could be annoying here. Oh, it's a TP. I see. Alright, well, let's just recall. Not a big deal. Got his TP out. I can definitely jump on him here with Karthus. I definitely think I can. He has no ult, so I can just W him Core Drinker and I got WQ into Core Drinker and I should be chilling. So, just a thought. E, walk with him, and then, you know, child's play, really. I'm gonna base here, actually. I'm not gonna fuck with Kha'Zix showing up on, you know, ult, walks up, auto cues me. Oh. He had mercy on me. I don't know why, but I appreciate it. Hello there. Shove him in a locker, take his lunch money. Yum. Gonna get behind you. I can always. So the thing is he's slowed, right? So I can always E up, because Wall of Pain hit him, Karthus W. So I can always E up and go down and like juke him that way. So I think it is more within my control than it is in his control because of his slow. But if I don't have his slow, technically I think he has the edge there. Yeah. I could also just not go for any damage. Like, I could literally just stun him, and then just Q, E, and then just run away. Like, stun Gore Drinker, and then not even do the auto attack. And just use the stun duration to create distance. But yeah, I'm just here for the homies, you know? Hello there, mother flopper. No, I didn't get the E damage there. Wait. Wow, hello? Where's my bot line at? Yo, this guy didn't block a single shot! And my Caitlyn was nowhere to be seen. I feel like I was fighting there for a while. I feel like we could have just killed everyone there if we wanted to, but yeah. I mean, we're all chilling, so it's fine. I'll just chill too. Bye. Remember when you didn't help me? I remember. See ya. I'll TP it. Was good, brothers. Yoink! Oh, sad. Sojourn really better than Cleaver? Well, just, it's not a matter, like, just think it, like, answer the question for yourself, my friend. Do I value having more stuns this game, or do I value having more DPS single target? I value having more stuns and more mobility, which you get both because you get movement speed the lower you get when you have Sojourn. Also gives more health, so get a little bit tankier too. Did I ever play Pantheon Pro? Yup. I played him 2 or 3 times. Shrella's in Pantheon ever? Absolutely. Fantastic item. Love it. What do you think about Warwick top? Good or bad? It's good if you're good at him. Movement speed from Black Cleaver is so underrated. You don't get it unless you're hitting enemy champions. So, this game, if I'm on top of an enemy champion, they are fucking dead. So I don't need movement speed when I'm on top of them. I need movement speed to get to them, which Shojin provides and Black Cleaver does not. So even though you say it's underrated, I know that it gives movement speed and it is not relevant because if I'm on top of Kennen, as you saw, I'm going to murder him regardless. However, if I'm like getting kited because I jumped on, let's say, Kha'Zix and I chunked him and then I got chunked by all of their backline champions and now I'm 40% health, now that situation, the movement speed from Cleaver does nothing for me, whereas the movement speed from Shojin does a big difference, because I can either run away faster, or I can get into the fray faster. Therefore, I judge that the movement speed from Shojin is much better. That said, if you think that the MS from Cleaver is underrated in general, that's fair enough. Of course, I'm talking about the context in where I'm comparing the items in that particular game, and I've deemed that the item is shit. Because I would rather have Starax gauge this game over Cleaver. I would rather have Gore Drinker, Shojin, Starax, all 3 of those items, instead of Cleaver in this game. Volleys B tier.